This is your video vitamin. I'm so happy you've tuned in today to be a part of what we're doing. I'm going to talk about for a few minutes the ministry of the moon. In Genesis 1:14, God said, "Let there be lights in the vault, a sky to separate the day from the night, and let them serve as signs to mark sacred times and day and years." The scripture is talking about the moon. And what I want to bring about point about the moon is the moon teaches us that you can be a lesser light and still be powerful. You can be a lesser light and still be powerful. The moon is a lesser light than the sun. And the moon teaches us to stick to our purpose, that you have to know your role and don't have insecurities. That if somebody is in a higher position than you, you can still have confidence to know you're still called, you're still anointed to do what God told you to do. The moon teaches us it has no inherent light of its own. The reason why the moon shines is because it's in proximity of the sun. The moon in itself doesn't have light, but it's in proximity of the sun, and that's why it shines. Every time you're in proximity of the sun, that's when you ought to shine. You can't shine without the sun. I ain't talking about the S-U-N, I'm talking about the S-O-N. Because when God wanted someone to work the night shift, he made the moon. So the moon couldn't be arrogant and say, "I don't want to work the night shift." The moon helps in fishing because fish bite at night. And the moon transitions 4 times a year. Constantly moving, is never stationary. In other words, the moon teaches us how to be flexible. The moon adapts. And how adaptable are you? How flexible are you? How versatile are you? God can't use you if you're stationary. You got to know how to move with God. Move with the cloud by day and the fire by night. And you got to know when to move. But the moon just don't show us to stick to your purpose. The moon shows us to show true power. See, the moon came out of a collision. It was bruised. It was broken. It received impact. It was a rock. It was worth nothing. It should have been discarded. And notice this, the moon has no rope, no scaffold, nothing holding it. It has an invisible partner holding it up. In other words, the moon says, I have true power. Even though I've been broken, even though I've been bruised, even though I was a rock where others say I was worth nothing, I'm still valuable. But then lastly, the moon shows us to stay in your proper place. Because the moon sometimes can get in the way of light. That's called an eclipse. And when it's an eclipse, it's out of order because it's not ever supposed to block the light. I don't know who I'm talking to today, but if your role is the second in command or the third in the command, you're never supposed to block the light. You have to understand that you shouldn't be in an eclipse because an eclipse is out of order. You can't be more concerned with where you sit than where you serve. You can damage your eyes if you look at the moon in an eclipse because it's out of order. And the question is, are you bringing light or blocking light? Do like the moon and keep moving. This is your video vitamin for the day. I'm Senior Pastor Alton Dixon. I hope you enjoyed it. If nobody told you this week that they love you, I'm Pastor D. I love you. Be blessed. And remember, you can be the moon and still be powerful. Have a great day and a great week.